Hi, Boog. This is Tracy McTague, and I'm going to be reading some poems from a book that I wrote for Trembling Pillow Press called Marginal Utility. Demi-rep per diem. The furcula or wishbone evolved to strengthen the skeleton of birds to withstand the rigors of flight. Synchronicity in our little deaths, feeling your molecules the size of buckeyes, dwelling inward in tattoo invocation. Flaneur fox to raven transcendence by way of mule's clumsy heart, tethered with intrepidity to yoked fusion, an echo in succumbed radiance. A sum of rays conjured into wing, hoof, and paw to push swaddled clouds apart. There's far too much sky in your eye for mouth blossoms, rampant weeds, or wormhole abundance overflow of nape and rising star perverted in a coven of three, with fire worn inside out to consummate wishbone. This thing of ours plunges infinite into all ye need to know, our vice versed in this, and dying to arrive ravenous with dervish. And this next one is from my friend Davis. It's called Flank Strap. And like many of these, it starts with an epigram. It dawns on me that I did not know what I knew, my best friend's nose. And that's taken from Degas' note to Valerie, sent in the Petit Bleu. A mind of its own, a cornerstone of glory and decline, more bold and fighter, provisional space inhabited by simulacra cinema's subplot, contingently coiled in domestic drama, with empathy for a mule skinner's intention on the jerkline. In a time machine de jour, colonizing divide sways transcendent movements in a Samhain lackey mule. A mule is always a stranger. You never know the heart of 'em. Unflappable agony or not, eat the meat off their bones and transform them to specter, ghosted out into a tidal current of schmaltz, lost by a nose. And this is Humbucker Most Nigh. Snake farm just sounds nasty. Well, it pretty much is. Something akin to vision being heard in memoria of absolutes in absentia. Gone again, moreover, just ocean at the end of sweet births, captured sum of rays, light and play, our vaulted echoes and radiance bond. Guitar patina of wood-worn suffering, a remarkable crow knows to be angry at the sun, our continuum for future yesterdays, shifting singularities, and obtains writ for piano practice, a fortune teller typo written backwards on our palms. And this is Yali's Cargo Bar. Crow, saint of sky, without future, without time, prisoner of splendor and pain, so many more particles than antiparticles, non-quantum explanation, and conversations with future self, writing guidebooks to the worst places on Earth, making wishes on neutron stars, a ring of antimatter will have to do. Ghost of no pivots to its past, it's in you, trapped in an orbit, supported against future collapse, amused bandit of past selves. Pain is just an interpretation of the brain. Flesh bleeding a story today of a girl slipping out of her skin on cue, alighting on dead trees. She told me to stop putting out the fires. These forests are made to burn. Smoldering illumination of absence, tomb radiant apple-seeded Eden, with heirs and a feudal fox, still seen in dreams, and no one can hear you scream in space. And this one's from my friends in Beirut. The title comes from the hotel I was staying in. It had a sign outside the window missing a couple letters. M-Flower Hotel. Portrait of a girl in glass beneath a sign missing 2 letters on a balcony in Beirut. Marmor sea saint draws last breath, past bitten lip moon, waning and thirsting, an indignity of flesh for shameless shadows, ache sheaved sacred. In hills beyond hearing, white sea anointed betwixt harlot and prophet. Serpent scorn of necks never kissed, drinking light from the eyes, and crushing shells to blaspheme humility with purple tombs filled with jasmine-shocked vessels, as coffins voluptuous scent, both too much and too little. Moments we cease to mask, when seduced or wounded, in deafening quiet of ragged sublime, incoherent realm of the Fedayeen beyond, fortress of bitter vetch, grown out of each seed and brick alike, these plants that starve the world as time stood still in catacombs below. And here's the title poem from the book, Marginal Utility. Cops shot another man while you ate a paleo muffin with shared burden of insomnia machine and a sommelier's artisanal wig. Select emoji race option here in gilded dream foretold by kabuki master's embryo embroidery of cicadas born bone-colored in tree, sucking sap with punch-drunk viragos, birthright to potential. Obliteration, beautiful, as small death's twin shadow, our weight behind green patina door. Knock, knock, who's there? Kasuni who, in brick-dusted plissage, lies here. We are all sea-starved sulkies and excommunicated foxes, not through crime, but favor of the desire machine, unable to resist, exploited well, and granted little by little eyes, trained outward to sticker-price life and displaced deceit, meandering undercurrent with sitcom numb laugh and other third-act issues, not imposed by gods or devils, but offering gifts most precious, mules, ravens, and black cat bones. The heir of labor's fortune is a woman, manifesting revenge for a post-agrarian shackle, domestic serf turned nursing home meat bag. Saints and merchants' tombs raise stammering truth from a history of 2 worlds. Lemarasa covered in blessing and cursed in a call of sea-born longing. You are your you, willy-nilly, here all the time, still waiting for a life, up there, and it wanders away. All things must live in a light of diminishing graves, only wilder and more solitary. Consecrated nest empty, unexplored and wrecked, booming singular, in warning pitch, rife in myriads for a dweller within, agrarian asphyxia, enter blessed muck and rot, swamp as sacred marrow, for changelings and wives. 6 cents on the dollar. Thus the shore is shorn, and the trees hold it by right of possession. Sooner worn out, so much for the night, a mere shadow and reminiscence in this hum of refuge. Distant and uninquiring corpses lie more low than our curiosity go. Keels and anchors alike, faith in our kindred bird, bounding out into buoyant light on this broken horizon. And this is the last poem. Ruins of a goddess's shrine. Upon the heaps of fallen gods, kissing hams and avoiding eyes, child of dark-hearted language, night twin in a hematoma garment, crow's nest in a scarecrow hat, a crown mocking God and grain and the sky itself. More inclined to talk than sing, with a clada caw as cuneiform rapture. Vine sprout cursive message from petrified egg, forged in a praxis perfect, kiss bruised lip in frail twilight. Serves as trial for virtuous devils and other notes from the fertile crescent, scarified on a tear-swollen paper. Laughing and weeping at once, for hope of being found, like ants on the nose of an unwitting god who murmurs in their sleep for a name forgotten, her own. No end in you, these visions from exile. Open your eyes backward, back-channel this whisper inward, is premise to foresight. Sigh a cloudless sky. Become ashes born in drouth, drunk genes, sea breath, seeds the body infinite, concealed from the senses. Blood is not, but knows the blessed dead are standing about you and watching. I want to dedicate this reading to my friend William Fort, who just passed this week. The blessed dead, they were watching. Thank you so much, and thank you, David and John, for all your help putting all this work together.